Hi, well done.
Hey, yeah, thank you.
Another couple of tries for the Lions. You've taken your chance anytime you got it.
Yeah, I think I got a bit lucky today. I got a few opportunities came in front of me, managed to get over the line, and I'm obviously very, very happy to get over for a try, especially for the Lions.
How did you manage Wednesday being pulled at the 11th hour and not being able to play? It must have been a bit disappointing.
Yeah, it was massively disappointing. It was a bit. Everything was up in the air. I was ready, changed, bag ready to go. I was about to walk out the door to get on the bus, and I got the phone call saying that I'd have to isolate in the room. So it was disappointing, but it's kind of the circumstances we're in at the moment. You kind of just have to take it on the chin, and thankfully the lads kind of pulled together and they managed to put in a serious performance on the Wednesday, and kind of had to watch it from the room, but very much enjoyed watching the lads go out there and put in a serious shift.
I mean, opportunities are limited on this tour, as everyone knows. There's only so many games and there's huge competition. It must have been a real relief to get released back into the world on Thursday and know that you could go out and actually, have a chance to impress today.
Yeah, well, it wasn't actually till Friday we got out. I think we needed two negatives on the Thursday and the Friday, so we were isolating until Friday afternoon, and we had a pretty late extended captain's run on the Friday, so it was kind of up in the air until then, and when we got the news, we were obviously all delighted to finally get out of the rooms, and we were kind of raring to go, and I think you could probably see that in their captain's run. Lads were probably getting a bit too excited after getting out of isolation after the few days in the rooms, but I don't think it probably didn't go into the game that well. I don't think we started particularly like we wanted to, but we managed to finish well, and that was the main thing.
Finally, for me, can I just ask about the mental challenge of it all? Because obviously it's a very different tour, and it's very hard for us at home to understand what you guys are going through, being in isolation and being cut off from the world over there, and this like once in a lifetime opportunity. And then to be, even that, like having to adapt to being in your room for 48 hours and be isolated from your teammates and have a bit of uncertainty. It must be using up a lot of your mental resolve at the moment.
I think for everyone's in the same boat, and I would probably say everyone is finding it difficult at times. But at the same time, you kind of have to be very grateful that we're able to be here, that we're in this position. We've still been selected to play for the Lions, and the tour is still happening. So sometimes you do have to remind yourself that you are privileged to be here. So there's always going to be mental challenges. Everyone's away from their families. We don't leave the hotel grounds. We don't kind of see anyone other than ourselves. So they are challenges that everyone has to face. But as I said, we're very lucky to that this is even going ahead, and we're very grateful of that. So it's kind of easy to overcome those kind of mental challenges when they do kind of pop into your head. Thank you.
Hey Tadhg, congrats on the tries and the performance. Before this mad week, can you sum up what the experience has been like when it was a little bit more settled maybe? What are you getting out of it? What are you learning? How are you enjoying the very different environment?
It's been incredible, to be honest. Getting an opportunity to play with such talent. You kind of look around the room sometimes, and you kind of have to you kind of pinch yourself that you're in you're experiencing this. On the training field, the execution, the quality that's there is really impressive, and it's so cool to be part of that. You're learning how different lads think, especially for me around the line out, especially kind of picking lads' brains there, and just in general the game, and the speed of the game that we're playing at is quick, and it's been really enjoyable, and it's also been a massive learning few weeks.
Yeah. What's it been like linking up with lads you've done battle with and probably come head to head with on the pitch relatively recently, and getting to know people away from the training field?
Yeah, no, it's been great. I think that's probably a special part of the Lions. You're kind of you're playing these boys internationally during the Six Nations, and you know, to get to play alongside them and get to know them outside of, you know, that rugby field. You know, some lads aren't. You know, we always laugh about Bundy. He's that when we play him, even Munster and Connacht, he's not the same person he is on the field as off the field. We always have a laugh with him about that. And you know, you can never judge someone on the field, and then when you get to know boys off the field, you know, everyone's just being great. Everyone's like, kind of, a lot of lads will surprise you how sound they are and how different they are to what they are on the field, and that's been pretty cool to get to know them.
Yeah. Lastly, for me, Warren told us that he kind of views you mainly as a 6, and that he said your point of difference is the breakdown. You're happy enough for him to push you as a 6 and as a breakdown specialist, I guess.
Of course, I'm just happy to be on the field, to be honest. You know, I don't think I've had a sniff in the breakdown in my 2 games that I've played, to be honest. So I don't think my point of difference has really been has shown just yet. But hopefully in the next few games, if I'm involved, that those opportunities will come. But yeah, I really enjoying playing 6. You know, different kind of system that I'd be used to, and it's just kind of settling into that system and kind of, you know, getting to know how players play as well. You know, so especially the 10s and stuff, and that's been really good, and I'm enjoying playing 6 for sure.
Cheers. Cheers, go ahead.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot. The 3 Lucies after shout, all of them were still under 21 last year. Your impression of their performance tonight?
Yeah, I think, you know, I think they're big boys, that's for sure. They carry well and they hit hard. I think it's seen in the first half the way they came out, and they really kind of probably shocked us. And I think we took a while to get into the game and get to start playing the game we wanted to play, and that's probably a credit to how the Sharks played tonight. And you know, that back three certainly brought that physicality today.
Simon, you're on mute. Do you want to try again? Simon, you'll have another go, or? Sorry, still can't hear you, mate. Anybody else want to jump in with a final question?
Tadhg, hi, Chris.
Cheers, Chris.
I just wonder how you feel that as a squad you have momentum going into moving on to Cape Town, and you've had a strange week of disruption, but do you feel like you're sort of building up a good head of steam with a couple of weeks to the Test series?
Yeah, I think like we've had some serious wins. You know, like what I think I heard today is 3 games over 40 points. So it's pretty impressive to kind of get those score lines. So certainly a bit of momentum, and the challenges are going to continue to get more difficult. But you know, it's an exciting few weeks ahead, and hopefully we'll be able to keep building on that and keep improving our performances. I think after today, I think we obviously know the first half wasn't where we wanted it to be, but the second half was much better, and we're just going to have to build on that second half performance.
And of course, you want to play in the Test if you can, and there's been a huge focus on the back row and the depth of competition in that area. Just how will it feel, do you think, over the next couple of weeks? Will it get nervous? Will it just be exciting? Everyone a bit sort of anxious to know what's going to happen for them? You know, how do you think it will feel?
Probably just a lot of mixed emotions, really. Of course, you're going to be nervous and anxious, but excited at the same time. You know, all you can do from here is put your best foot forward. You know, for us, it's just being as prepared as you can going into the games, and you know, playing to the system and still putting up your hand and playing to the best of your ability. And then from that point on, it's kind of out of your control as a player. You know, it's whether you get selected or not. That's not my decision. Obviously, I'm going to do the very best I can to give Gats that headache, and hopefully come Test week time I'll be on the team sheet. But as I said, all you can do is put your best foot forward.
Final question from me, Tadhg.
Last one from me. I just wondered, you were talking about other guys you're getting to know on the tour you've had. Someone like Courtney Laws, who's done what you've done and can go from lock to 6. What have you made of Courtney as a player, someone you're training with, as as a bloke you're getting to know, I guess.
Yeah, Courts is he's a great boy. Incredibly laid back, and you know, he's one of those players I wasn't expecting to be who he is. You know, he as I said, he's very laid back, but serious talent. You know, impressive every time he trains. He's impressive. He's incredibly physical, and he's a lot bigger in person than I remember as well. But yeah, he's been really impressed by him.
Tadhg, final one from me.
Thank you.
How much being in isolation does it underline how important it is to take your opportunity when it presents itself?
Yeah, for sure. You know, you never know what's around the corner, and you know, some lads might only get one game between now and the test game. If something does come up or something does happen, like even with Maro, it wasn't even COVID that struck him down today. So you never know what's around the corner, and you never know what opportunities come. So we always have to be prepared, and I think we've seen that on Wednesday, how prepared everyone was who wasn't meant to be playing, and how many lads put their hands up on Wednesday. And again today, you know, Courts wasn't supposed to be playing starting, and then he came in, and again he had a class game. So yeah, massively so.
Thank you very much, everybody.